Hello everyone, my name is Sagar, and from this video we'll be talking about the quality management in D365. So quality management is simply used to check, or there we simply do the testing. We check the inventory, either it could be a single or bulk or 100%. So we'll see everything, practically we'll do everything in our system. So first of all, let's understand the scenario. To understand this quality management, so what we'll do, let us say we will order 100, or let's say we'll order an item from our vendor. Okay, let's say the vendor is V1. Now when we'll do product receipt, okay, so product receipt is that step where you will where you will get your goods, right, from your vendor. So at that step we will do the quality check. Okay, so what we'll do two quality check. For example, let's say this product name is product only. Okay, this is the name of this product that we are going to get from vendor. So we'll do two quality check. The first one would be weight. Okay, let's say we have ordered some product from vendor and the weight should be around, let's say, 80 gram. Okay, like just understand the hypothetical scenario. And the second thing is that we'll overall check that particular product. Let's say that is an electronic item, and we will simply do a dry run there. We'll simply test whether the on and off button is working or not. So for that we'll do a pass fail check. Right, let me reiterate what we are going to do. Now the quality management is used to check the quality of the product. So for different product there could be different type of quality checks. In few products you might be measuring weight, height, or whether that is on off button is working. So there are multiple parameters. But in our scenario, when we'll do product receipt, at that time we'll check the quality of the product. How we are going to check? We are going to check these two parameters, like the weight. The weight of that product should be 80 gram. This is a hypothetical, this is a hypothetical scenario, but we'll do this practically into our system. And the second quality check is pass fail. So what we'll do, we'll simply pick that particular product and we'll see whether the on off button is working or not. Okay. So these are the two quality check that we'll do in the product when we will create a purchase order and when we'll confirm the purchase order, and then we'll do the product receipt. Now, when you need to work with quality management, there are several setups that we need to complete. So first of all, let's complete all the setups in this video. Now, let me zoom out. Yeah, so the first setup that we'll do is I'll go to my inventory management, and here I will navigate to setups, and here I will go to inventory and warehouse management parameters. There I will navigate to quality management. Here I will make sure this use quality management button is toggled to yes. Okay, so that is already done. Now we can go towards our next step. Again, when we will go to inventory management, go to setup. Here you have this quality control. So we'll need to fill most of these parameters. Okay, we are simply doing setup. The actual testing of this particular product we'll do in next video, but for now we'll do setup. Now the first thing is that you need instruments, right, from which you will typically measure your weight. Okay, so I will click on new. Here I will give name to my instrument. Okay, so as I'm going to do the weight, right, so I can say weight product. Let's say my instrument name is this weight product. See, for different items you will have different kind of instrument. Okay, now here I will put S to differentiate, because we also have few instruments, so that will not get confusion here. Now second thing is I will write the description. I will say this as weighing machine, and then I'm going to put here unit. Let me say the unit is gram, and I will save this. Now the next instrument that we need is simply a pass fail type of instrument, right? So I can say this as pass fail instrument. Okay, this will check pass fail, and here let me give a unit here. So see, the pass and fail would be option, right? So I can select the unit as option. Okay, now our test instrument are ready. Using these two instruments, we'll check what is the weight of our product. Second thing is whether that particular product is working or not. How we are going to check? We'll simply on off that machine. If that will work, we'll say pass. If not, then we'll fail it. Now we have created the test instrument, but now we'll need to name our test as well. So we'll be creating two tests, right? You have instrument ready, but you also need to give a name to your test. So for that, I will simply go to this test form. So here I will say S so that we can differentiate. I will say weight test and say this is weight test. And now your weight would be in fraction, right? Fraction is nothing, like you can have anything there. And then for our test, what instrument we are going to use? So we are going to use this weight product one instrument. Okay, so the unit is already coming. Now we will create our next test, that is pass fail test. Pass fail test. This will return pass or fail. And here we need to make sure this would be an option, right? Either it would be pass or it would be fail. Then we need to select the corresponding test instrument. So the instrument that we have created here is this pass fail. So I will save this. Now what we'll do, now we'll create test variables. Okay, so the test variables would be the pass and fail outcome. So let me create the data, then you will understand. So here what I will say S pass fail. So here I will write a description. I will say outcomes of pass fail test. Now here I will need to add outcomes. So I will go to outcome here and I will start writing my outcome. So the first thing is that we'll say the on off button is not working. So I will fail this, and this is linked with this particular variable. I will create one more. This time I will say this will get pass. Let me fill the same in description. I will change the outcome to pass here and I will save it. Now let me come back. Okay, so now this is the variable that is ready now. Now this is ready. Now we'll go to our test groups. Okay, here now we'll need to create our test group. So basically you will use both these tests at a single go, isn't it? So that's why we'll create a test group now. So I will say new. Here I will give a name. So I will say as product check. I think this have limitation that only this many characters are allowed, so no worries. Here I will say this will check product, something like this. And now here we need to define our sampling. So whether you want to do the test in a single piece or what percentage or 100%. So what I will do, I will duplicate this tab. So we'll do the testing in all the items. So for that, again, I will go to inventory management. Here, let me go to item sampling. Here I will create a new one and I will say S 100%. We'll say 100% check, and here I will say 100%, and now I'll go to process. I will enable this button, full blocking. Okay, now let me save this. Now what I will do, I will again go back to my item sampling. So you see this item sampling is available. So I will simply select this one and let me save this. So this is test group. What is test group? Nothing, your combination of your multiple tests, because say in a particular product you will need to do multiple tests, right? So for example, in this product you need to do both of these tests at a single go. So now what I will do, I will add the sequence. The first thing is that I will need to check whether the product is owning, or like whether that is on, the on off is working or not. So for that I will use this particular like pass fail test. Here's the instrument for the same, and I will simply save this here. And now I will go to my test, and here I will select variable. So this is the variable that we created, right? S pass fail, like everything that we created that have S like my name initial, so that we can differentiate. Initially we'll assume every product is not working, so I will fail every product. Okay, let me save this. Now further, if a product is the on off switch is working, then we'll check next thing. The next thing that we'll check is what is the weight of that particular product. So for that I will select my this test, and then I will go to journal. Here I will go to test. Here I will say that 80 gram should be the weight of the product. Let's say this is a sensitive product, so you need the exact gram. Okay, and you see here the min and max values are also allowed. Let's say you can even change this. Let's say if you want the a weight of the product between 75 or 95 or something like that, so you can set that, but for now I will simply leave this. Okay, now this test group, this is also ready. So now I will go to my quality groups. Okay, then we'll go to quality assertion. So here what we'll do, we will so let's see this in next video. So we'll create part 2 of this one. Thanks for watching this video.